Good day, everyone. We are here to present a concept paper entitled The Effectiveness of Solid Waste Management of Barangay Poblacion Almeria Biliran, proposed by Calves Jean Marian R., Culibra Lorlet Devi A., Montecalvo Jacqueline P., and Solayaw Angelica M.
Rationally, the municipality of Almeria in Biliran province has a great number of residents occupying the place. That's why the local government takes action by initiating outreach programs to various barangays for them to learn proper solid waste management. However, despite all this, there still remain a number of people who indiscriminately dispose their garbage anywhere, and by this, they experience clogging of canals and overflowing of water during heavy rains.
Objective of this study. The purpose of this study was to examine the effectiveness of solid waste management in Barangay Poblacion Almeria Biliran. Specifically, it sought to answer the following objectives. First, to assess the current solid waste management practices in Barangay Poblacion Almeria Biliran. Second, to evaluate the effectiveness of local government policies and initiatives in managing solid waste. Waste generation reduction, collection and transportation, collection coverage and frequency, recycling rates, disposal waste. Third, determine the significant relationship between the policies and strategies and the extent of the solid waste management of the Barangay Poblacion Almeria Biliran. To raise awareness about the waste issue and its consequences on human and environmental health.
Theoretical and conceptual background. Theoretical framework. This study was anchored to the theory presented below regarding the effectiveness of solid waste management in Barangay Poblacion Almeria Biliran. As cited by Pongrac and other 2017, the theory of waste management represents a more in-depth account of the domain and contains conceptual analysis of waste, the activity upon waste, and a holistic view of the goals waste management. Waste management theory by Eva Porak says that it is a unified body of knowledge about effectiveness of waste management, and it is founded on the expectation that waste management is to prevent waste to cause harm to human health and the environment and promote resource use optimization. Waste management theory is to be constructed under the paradigm of industrial ecology, as industrial ecology is equally adaptable to incorporate waste minimization and resource use optimization goals and values. The proper definition of waste is crucial to constructing a sustainable agenda of waste management. It is largely the case that current legislation attends to existing waste. Definitions emerging from this condition may, however, conflict with the goals of the waste prevention because prevented from arising when material is assigned the label of waste. It, it will be treated as such consequently despite its explicit reach of waste prevention. Implicit legislation essentially amasses waste. This theory aims to analyze the waste management practice, which offers a more thorough analysis of the area and includes conceptual analysis of waste, activities on trash, and a comprehensive understanding of the rules and objective waste management. The premise of waste management theory is that trash should not be managed in a way that endangers the environment or human health. for the purpose of creating a sustainable waste management strategy. The appropriate definition of waste is essential. The majority of the time, current legislation has an impact on existing waste. Conceptual framework. The framework above shows the relationship between the input, process, and output of the study. In the first diagram, the existing solid waste management policies and strategies in the selected barangays of Poblacion Almeria Biliran are considered the input of this study. This will be the one to be examined or evaluated by the researcher in the study. So this involves the existing waste management policies and strategies implemented in the selected barangays of Poblacion Almeria Biliran. These policies and strategies serve as the primary data for examination evaluation by the researcher. In the second diagram, the process of this study is determined, which is figuring out the level of effectiveness of the solid waste management policies and strategies made by the selected barangays in terms of waste generation reduction, collection and transportation, collection coverage and frequency, recycling rates, and disposal of waste. So the process focuses on analyzing the effectiveness of these policies and strategies. It evaluates their performance based on key aspects such as waste generation, reduction, collection and transportation practices, collection coverage and frequency, recycling rates, disposal of waste. This step involves methods like service observations or statistical analysis to assess the current system's efficacy. Lastly, the diagram shows the output of the study, which is strategies that will further improve the solid waste management plan. This will be the result of the process analysis. So, the expected output is a set of improved strategies to enhance the solid waste management plan. These strategies are derived from the insights of findings gathered during the process phase. So, the framework establishes a clear path for this study by identifying will be examine input, how it will be analyzed, processed, and what the study aims to achieve output. It ensures a logical and systematic approach to addressing the research problem, guiding the researcher from the initial evaluation actionable solution.
Review of related literature and related studies. According to the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act (RCRA) passed in 1976, solid waste means any garbage or refuse sludge from a wastewater treatment plant, water supply treatment plant, or air pollution control facility and other discarded material resulting from industrial, commercial, mining, and agricultural operations and from community activities. Solid waste can be classified into different types depending on their source. Mainly, there are three types, which are municipal solid waste, industrial solid waste, and biomedical waste or hospital waste. In a study of Mohammad Saidul Islam Sarkar and MD Simul Buyan entitled Analysis of Physical and Chemical Composition of the Solid Waste in Chittagong City, fine organic materials comprises the major part of the produced solid waste 31.1%, while fine dust and vegetable matter constitute 28.5% and 20.6% respectively. In a study of the effectiveness of solid waste policies in developing countries through a case study in Brazil, environmental policies can be evaluated regarding their relevance, persistence, flexibility, efficiency, and effectiveness. According to Microeconomics, a framework for evaluating environmental policy instruments, context, and key concepts, 2003. Effectiveness evaluation assesses whether the result achieved correspond to the policy goals. From this perspective, the aim is to identify effects resulting from the analyzed policy and establish causal relationship make with environmental policy in the EU actors, institutions, and progresses 2013. This literature review also shows that more than 70% of the studies use empirical statistical analysis to evaluate the effectiveness, which is trend in the policy effectiveness evaluation field.
Chapter 2, Research Methodology, Research Design. The design of this quantitative research study is a descriptive method in order to determine the level and extent of awareness, attitude, and practice on effectiveness of solid waste management in Barangay Poblacion Almeria Biliran. Descriptive research is a method of quantitative research which has goal to gather quantitative information to be used for analysis of the sample. The main point is that descriptive research seeks to describe the characteristics or behavior of audience. The areas used in this research are also correlated to each other, hence this research is also correlational research. Data and data source. The study requires both primary and secondary data. Secondary data is collected from different published sources of various government departments, other agencies and municipal authorities, or in ERI, Nagpur, ANVIS, Karela Pollution Control Board, Karela. Central Pollution Control Board Center for Earth Science Studies, Karela State Planning Board, Central Statistic Organization, are the major agencies from whose secondary data is collected. Moreover, the available literature was obtained from the libraries of different universities in India and IMS. For the purpose of collecting primary data, the entire population Almeria Biliran need for more awareness of environmental policies can be evaluated regarding their relevance, persistence, flexibility, efficiency, and effectiveness.
The descriptive method in assessing the effectiveness of solid waste management in Poblacion Almeria will utilize the following instruments. Survey questionnaire. To gather data on residents' awareness, practices, satisfaction, and challenges related to waste management. Structured observation checklist. To observe and document real-world waste management practices to identify patterns or issues. Document review to analyze official reports, policies, and existing documentation related to waste management in the area.
Econometric model y equals x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus e. Y represents percentage of disposal waste. X1 per capita expending on solid waste management. X2 public awareness or participation rate. X3 number of waste collection. E error term.